Hello?
Hi.
You got a flashlight or something?
Yes, I do.
I want to say, you is the best light I ever seen in a car, girl. Is your name Alexis?
Yes.
Okay. Alexis, where you calling us from?
Washington, D.C.
DC. I had so much fun in DC, child. How old are you, Alexis?
28.
28. What you do for a living?
I have 3 jobs. So my main job is I'm a cloud professional.
A
Then I
what?
also a cloud professional. So I'm in tech.
Okay.
I also work as a waitress, and I also own my own apartment building. So I own multiple Airbnbs.
You own most, and what else you say? You own Wendy's too?
I own my own apartment building.
Oh, okay. And you waitress. So
Yeah.
3 jobs. You work in tech. You say you do cloud what?
I'm a cloud engineer.
Engineer. Okay. Okay.
Let me stop you. You know how much a cloud professional makes? I happen to know because I applied to be one time. You don't have to be a waitress when you're a cloud professional. Now, the apartment building, I could understand. Why are you busting tables if you're a cloud professional? That doesn't make sense. That's overly ambitious. Not even ambitious. That's just working for the sake of work. Because it ain't nothing you can't provide yourself from a cloud professional salary. I mean, it's like 200 something thousand plus. Like, seriously, like it's good money. Cloud professional. I'm sure a lot of people never heard of it, but it's a tech job and it makes hella bread. You good. So waiting tables and a cloud professional, that doesn't add up.
Right.
And I'll leave that. Now, the apartment building, that's real estate. That's hands off. It's like an investment,
Right.
more or less. And I could dig that. But busting down tables as a cloud, that doesn't make sense. Unless you got hella debt or something, like she got to pay back something like that. That maybe so. But other than that, that's just ridiculous. And I'll let it continue. Just wanted to educate for those who didn't know.
Okay. Alexis, DC 28. You have any kids?
Nope.
No kids. What's your zodiac sign?
Capricorn.
Capricorn. You ever been married?
Nope.
Okay, never married. Let's do it. We got Alexis, DC 28, no kids. She has 3 jobs, cloud engineer. She's a waitress, also owns her own apartment building. What kind of man you looking for? She's a Capricorn too. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I want a man that's a provider. I want a traditional man in a sense. So I want a man that pays the bills. I want a man that leads the household. If we're moving. I just want a man's man. I also want somebody who likes to travel. I travel a lot, maybe 10 international countries a year. You don't have to travel as much, but just have an interest in traveling. I also want a man that's extremely honest. I mean, I feel like some people tell little white lies because they don't want to hurt your feelings or whatever the case may be. I'm very blunt, and I think I would want that kind of partner in return, someone who can be as transparent with me as I am with them. And I guess lastly, somebody romantic. I have not really had as much luck finding people who like to please. So I would like to find someone that's similar to what I can provide to somebody else.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Broke.
Before we get into deal breakers, the makeup is distracting me because I know she got a flashlight on her face.
No.
But this look like a mask. Look at you can look
White
at her
chicks.
shoulders.
White chicks comes to mind.
Her face foundation don't match her shoulders.
And the same light in your face is on your shoulders. So
she giving ghost face. Like
very much.
It looked like I was petrified. Like, like you're in a horror movie and the serial killer just jumps out of nowhere and you just go white in the face.
Look,
that's what she looked like.
Look, she's wearing a mask.
She looked like she's wearing a mask.
She's got all the phony going on here. Like if we want, we hair, go there. That come
hair,
on.
Lashes.
Come on.
Yeah,
Stop.
all of that is fake. Okay, so let's talk about what she looking for. She looking for a provider, a traditional man, someone that is honest, that like to travel. This girl sat up here and said she traveled to 10 countries
international
year. That's a lot of money. So that we found out why she needs to work all these jobs.
Nah, I get it.
She
Yeah.
she
Makes
spend her
sense.
money on
You
traveling
got to bust them tables
and
now.
makeup.
Yeah, now you got to bust a table to pay the
Makeup
rent.
and traveling is where her money going to.
Mm, mm, mm.
So 28 years old, no kids, and now she looking for a traveling provider.
Insane.
But let's
Let's
see
continue. Let's
what
see
these
what she's
deal
working
breakers
with.
are.
Yeah. Let's get to the
He
good
just
stuff.
said broke men. So
Oh, we know that. I
let's
could have told
continue.
you that before she said that one. Yeah. But let's see. Let's see where she go.
Uh,
I'm sorry.
I'm pretty open. I know you can't have it all. So I don't care if you're that tall, as long as you 5'5", 5'6" or taller. I don't care if you're fat, skinny, short. You can't have it all. Looks, I'm willing to settle on. I cannot settle on what you bring to the table financially, and I cannot settle on too many kids. I can't do more than 2, and your kids cannot be under 10. Oh, and then anyone that's not ambitious. Like recently I matched with a doctor on a dating app, and I was just like, I said, what do you do? He's like, I'm a doctor. And he was just like, I was like, okay, so what's your goals? He was just like, oh no, I kind of blocked you because like, what do you mean what's my goals? Is a doctor not enough? I don't want somebody who's content with where they are. A doctor
That's
is being
crazy.
a doctor is amazing. I understand what you guys go through to get
That's
there,
crazy.
but why can't you want more?
This is crazy.
I guess.
Crazy.
What's
This
more?
is crazy.
What's more than a doctor?
You know how long it
He
takes
got
to
to
become a
be
goddamn
chief
doctor?
of medicine. He
You know
gotta be. He gotta own the hospital. Are you freaking
this
serious?
is insane. This is insane. Insane. This is nasty work. I mean, that's his life's work, becoming a doctor. He went to school,
Right.
he's trained, he's educated himself, he went through, got his skills, certified, all that to become a doctor. He's reached his goal. He's content
Right.
where he's at because he reached his goal. What do you want to be? Then tell me, if you're so in, what are you chasing? What do you want to be that you're not right now? Because I'm sure this is unrealistic. Like a doctor.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's the be all end all profession, the best profession in the world or whatever.
But it's
If
a
that is,
profession.
yes, that's a career. That's a lifetime achievement to become a doctor. It's not something you just, I used to be a doctor and then I'm a whoop. What is he supposed to be after that? Yeah, there's levels. Like you said, chief of medicine in the Southeast District and whatever the hell. I don't know what you looking for, lady. Like, how you gonna dismiss a man who reached all his goals because they don't align with your goal? Or I don't even know what your goals are, but he's not ambitious enough. He reached all his goals. He checked all his boxes. He's not ambitious enough. Got to be ambitious to get to that point. That's
Right.
not something
You
that just
gotta be.
walk into or they bless you. Oh, you're a doctor now. You got to earn that. Like, this is insane, man. These women is out of
hoochie
control.
helpers is
For real.
They definitely have lost control.
Yeah.
Like, did all the makeup and the fumes go to your brain?
It's got to be. It's got to be. It has to. Like, this is not clear thought. Yeah.
Me having 3 jobs shows you that I'm never comfortable with being in one place.
Not being he need to run for the president. He'd already a surgeon, and that ain't enough for you.
It's not a money thing more, so I guess it's an ambition thing. Yeah.
Well, let's start a couple things. I mean, I cracked up when you said broke. I don't know, the way you said it was just funny. What is broke to you?
A doctor.
Broke to me is living check to check. I try to live it where 10% of my income is spent on expenses and bills. If you out here, 70% of your income goes towards your expenses, you're not somebody I want to talk to because you're living way beyond your means. I don't care if you're cheap. I don't care if you like, you know what, we can't go out this weekend because I need to save up some money. I need somebody that's fiscally responsible. Broke is broke.
Fiscal.
Like,
Fiscal.
You can't afford your car note. I had a guy's car get repo from my house. No, I don't deal with those kind of people. Broke is broke.
Is there a dollar amount to broke for you?
Ideally, I want somebody that makes more than me, so at least 200 or more.
Okay, so 100K to you would be not enough.
No.
No. Okay, so 200K or more. Ooh, child. Okay. So we got there early. Should he look a certain way?
No, I told you, physically, I don't really care. It looks fade. So, in 20, 30, 40 years, you're not gonna look the way you did when I met you. So why do I care if you Denzel Washington? I'm okay. As long as you don't have too many tattoos on your face, we all good to go.
Okay. We gotta do the Kendra cam. I know you in the car, but we gotta do the Kendra cam.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, I need to see this. The BBL, probably.
Oh, it's dark. I feel like
Yup.
you have a nice
Yep.
shade.
Yeah, you can see the
Okay.
corners.
But it's dark.
You can
It's
see the
hard to see
corners.
you.
It's
This phony ass. Man,
It's a
look.
BBL.
And look, she outside the
Okay,
flashlight
okay.
now. You can see her face is still 100% lighter.
I can't hear you, baby.
We need go stand under one of them street lights.
Mm-hmm. You need to be under the damn street light somewhere, on the blade, some goddamn way.
Okay,
We
let's
can't
take
hear
a
you,
look.
boo.
Look at
Look,
that.
you can see the corners. The corners, fam. BBL Drizzy. Look, she ain't know her pants is down.
I can't get a good stop point.
Ooh, she wants us to see this body.
Sorry. Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Okay, now she inside.
Okay, yeah, you was walking and then
Yeah.
okay, what you got home?
No, I'm at work.
You got oh, you
about
were
to bust
going
them
to
tables.
work.
Yes.
All right. Let's do it. Now the last question I asked you, we did the Kendra cam.
Yes.
Okay.
Fake.
So after the Kendra cam, okay. When was your last relationship?
11 years
Wait,
ago.
you want to do the Kendra cam now with some light?
Yes.
Yeah, besides
11
the
years
controllers
ago,
and the internet.
he's
Hold on.
28.
Can you do me a favor? Can you hold the phone real quick?
Look,
Okay.
BBL Drizzy.
Look,
Corners. It's
the
corners. Look,
Yeah.
come
it's
on,
bad.
man. Come on, man. Get out of here. Get
Oh.
out. Like, we don't even know
See?
what this woman looks like.
Look.
All right. If you just tuning in,
That's
this is Alexis DC,
the thighs
28
don't match.
Capricorn,
The
no
waist
kids.
don't match.
A mom?
You could see the
Yeah.
belly button. If you
Your
could
mom's
see it,
three?
it'd be the same.
No.
I have no children.
No children.
I'm sorry. That's the wrong person. What's your name again?
Alexis.
Yeah. I have you right.
No kids.
Oh, 3 jobs. I'm sorry.
3 jobs.
Here we go. All right. I said 3.
Wow.
Mom said 3. It's 3 jobs. All right. If you just tuned in, here we go. We have
Okay.
Alexis DC, 28 Capricorn. She has no kids, has 3 jobs, cloud engineer, a waitress, owns her own apartment building. You said correct? Or
Yes, that's correct.
no broke men. She made that clear. 200K is the preference. 100K is not enough.
Nope.
Okay. Now, when was your last relationship, Alexis?
11 years ago.
You've been
She's
single
28.
for 11 years?
You know how people go relationship to relationship to relationship? I kind of feel like that's what dating should be for. Like when I meet people and they be like, well, why are you and your ex break up? Well, it just didn't work
that
out.
wouldn't be 11. If you go relationship to relationship, that means the last one wouldn't have been 11 years.
No. I'm speaking on other people, what they did.
Okay.
This is why I don't do it. I think dating should be the time when you're getting to know somebody. You're trying to figure out the red flags. If you're willing to accept those red flags, if you're willing to accept every part of them. When I get in the next relationship, I wanted to be somebody I'm willing to marry. And I don't see why that needs to be rushed. So.
Okay, I have a question. In those 11 years, are you having sex?
Yes. I've dated people exclusively. I just haven't gotten to the point where I wanted to make them my boyfriend.
Okay.
Girl, you don't make them your boyfriend? Wow. You don't control access to relationships? You control access to sex. That's pretty all much. You control the access to.
They ain't here, Kev. Kev broke that down 3 years ago. Like, come on, man. Y'all are dumb.
They don't want to be in a relationship with you, probably.
Pretty much. After they get that little funky, it's over. Ain't nothing else there. It costs you too much. Nobody trying to deal with this.
And I noticed something about her lips, too. Them looking a little fake.
Everything on this woman is fake. She probably got veneers. Nothing wrong with veneers or nothing like that. Physical flaws, if you cock out, you get it straight. If you got some bad jibs, you get your jibs. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But she's got all the fake. She's got everything fake.
Everything. Nothing. I wouldn't know we got to see before pictures because nothing is looking like it's authentic here.
No, she's all fake. There's nothing here. There's literally nothing here.
So take that in the man that you said that you want. You think that he want to parade you around?
No.
With a BBL?
No.
Now, rich men is not a stranger to their wives having prosthetics. You know, the white women will go get a facelift in a heartbeat, a little Botox. They not a stranger to that. But they don't be walking around with no BBLs. It's the type of prosthetics and enhancements that you get. This make you look like a hood rat.
What the thing about this, all this fraudulence that gets me, like you just said, you made a good point. The white sisters, they get their Botox and their lips and all that. These are 50, 60-year-old women. This girl's 28. She's 28. A lot of these youngsters with these BBLs, they don't even try to go to the gym. They don't try to naturally improve their situation. They go to the doctor. They go to the surgeon. They're lazy. Yeah. Like they just trying to. It's not gonna look good. You're gonna look good now. When you get 40 and all that sagginess, I want to see these saggy BBLs later on. Like it's not gonna be a pretty sight. Like all this is gonna look bad. You're gonna look worse as you age. Like what you gonna do? Take it out, the lip filler and the this, the that, the BBL, the titties, and like y'all doing too much at an early age. Like go to the gym. You still young enough to get, correct yourself. You're not over the you haven't reached that limit where your physicality is on the downside.
Yet.
Nothing.
He hadn't had children yet. So
you went to get a BBL probably when it got hot a couple years ago. 25, let's say 25, 26, you go get a BBL. You ain't even worried about your long-term health. Like you trying to get a short-term fix. And you talking about fiscally responsible. That's what she said. Well, she said physically, but fiscally responsible. That's not responsible. All these fillers and all that. What is that doing? Like,
and how long do they really last? Has anybody ever thought about that? What's the shelf life of a BBL?
Right.
How long do they last?
You might have to re-up, go back. I don't even know. Like it's gonna be a process.
And one thing I will give Ashley we also do her reviews, but one thing I'll give her is that when she talks about appearance, like when those women come on here saying that they want a certain type of man, basically she's saying, look at you. And look at what type of man you want. You're not attracting that type of man because it's not that she's not pretty.
Right.
But look at the aesthetics. You got the fake hair, lashes, lip filler, BBL. That type of man is not looking for you unless he a rapper, an athlete. And she probably would attract them, but she's not going to really attract lawyers, doctors. I wonder if that doctor really saw all of her pictures.
Really, right? She said I'm dating that.
I can't see a doctor pulling in to an event with her on the arm with the BBL. Without the BBL, maybe so. I'm not. It's just the BBL, the aesthetics.
It's just
the aesthetics is not. It wouldn't be attracting those type of men. That's
for fun. All y'all look like. Y'all look for fun. Like y'all look like y'all for the bedroom. Like ain't nobody walking around with that. Nobody want to be seen or run around with that. Like, yeah, he'll have his fun. You might get flued out and whatever, you pissed on, whatever you want to do, whatever's his fetish or sexually, they will deal with those types. But in the real world, in a regular setting, in a professional setting, like they don't want to walk around. You don't
want to walk around with that. Like I said, without the BBL, perhaps, and all the enhancements. So he probably a doctor probably would be looking at the work. Who
like,
did your
he could
BBL?
come up. Right. He could come up.
Nah, he looking like that look raggedy. Who did that? Because that's how they think. Like so. Anyways, let's continue.
So dating exclusively means neither one of you guys date other people.
Correct.
So help me understand. Maybe I'm ignorant. Why wouldn't that not be a relationship if you're both just seeing each other?
I can still text other people. I just choose not I can still go on a dates with other people. I just choose not to. And sometimes depends on who I'm dating. Some people I'll still date other people. You know, go out for a few dates. I'm just not actively sleeping with anyone else because I prefer to sleep with one person at a time. So I guess that's the difference. I don't answer to anybody.
Okay.
If I want to meet somebody, get their number, I can't.
Okay,
I'm still single.
Okay.
Wow.
And
you can too.
Okay. So my assumption is because I know you have a high salary request. Do all these men meet your 200K requirement?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. It's pretty normal though in DC. DC incomes are higher, and
sure they are.
So everyone in my field pretty much makes at least 150 or higher.
Why you ain't dating them?
True. Now I want to ask this question. But you also said that these dating experiences never grew to a committed relationship. Why not?
I think because I feel like the dating pool has a little bit of pee in it, and I feel like sometimes people like to ignore red flags, and I've ignored a few. I'll get with somebody and sexually it's not cutting it for me, and I'll keep dating them knowing I wouldn't marry this person. Or it'll be something where I've dated people who were financially not on the same page as me, you know, trying to help them. So I've helped them get new jobs. I'll do resumes, help them do interviews. And then I realized that some people just aren't meant to make a lot of money. I help them get these jobs, and then all of a sudden they start acting funny. I just feel like you have to be aligned. And I haven't really felt anybody that was I haven't really met anyone that I was on the same page with. But I'm patient. So I've just been traveling.
The problem is that you're trying to align a man to your page. Men don't align to women. Women align to men. So you're doing this backwards. That's why you're not having any success, huh?
Yep.
You want him to make this certain amount. So you do his resume, put all the credentials and attributes on the resume, help him get the job. He make more money, and then he off to the races.
Now he's He's on to hundreds of y'all type motherfuckers.
Right.
Unlock him.
Right. He's unlocked.
Like that's all. That's all you've done.
Right. Like, but because you brought him up to your level,
quote unquote. Yeah.
So now, in a sense, like he's you.
Said, now he's you. Now
doors have opened up for him. Like, okay, well, let me see what I can get now. And so, but that's the problem. You're trying to do this backwards.
For sure.
You're trying to get men to align to you. Men don't align to you. And so, let me mention this. Because they're talking about the relationship part. So you telling me you haven't been in a relationship since you was 17? This woman really has no relationship experience. She has dating experience and sex experience. Probably high body count. I don't know. Yep. I don't know how many she dated.
High.
But it's sounding high. It seemed like Kendra almost let it slip off her tongue. It's sounding high. It might be low, but it's sounding high.
High. So
you telling me the only relationship experience you have is as a 17-year-old? You have no adult relationship experience, no real serious relationship you ain't been in?
Then you have no experience then.
She has no experience.
None.
Like I'm counting everything past 18. Like we're not talking about your little kindergarten love.
No, we're not doing it.
High school, unless it, advanced past high school. But you have no adult dating. I keep saying dating. You have no adult relationship experience. This woman don't know how to be in a relationship with no man.
Not at all.
She don't. Literally, she has not been in a relationship as an adult. So I just wanted to say that. But we're gonna continue.
And doing me. I'm not hurt, but I guess that's the reason why it's so easy for me to do the non-committed thing, because I would be a little bit more offended if these are my boyfriends. These are not my boyfriends. They are people I enjoy for the season, and I'm moving on.
Now, let me ask you this, because there's some women who enjoy dating the way you date, don't necessarily really have a goal of marriage or a committed relationship with one person. Do you feel as though is that your goal? Like, do you want to be married? I mean, it's
why
not
are you on the show?
I'm just curious because it seems like you rather just continue to date instead of locking in with one person?
No, I would like to lock in one person. I just don't want to settle. I'm not gonna I met amazing men who just didn't meet my income requirements. I got too many goals I have for myself to be with somebody that I have to build up, or who just comfortable being where they are. I want something serious, but I don't want to settle.
So settling to you is being in a committed relationship with a man that makes less than 200K?
Settling for me is being with somebody that put their hands on you, being someone that lies to
You
being someone who has too many kids, being with anybody who isn't on the same page as you. And that's just not for me. That's for men too. I'm not asking you to settle. I've had men not be interested because I wear makeup or I wear wigs. Everybody has their own preference. Settling for me is just you're not meeting my non-negotiables. You're not doing what your career isn't where it needs to be, or you got too many kids, or you lie too much, or you don't want to travel. The last guy I dated long term didn't want to travel internationally at all. Vacation to him is like going to Florida. And I like to go around the world. I don't think there's nothing wrong with wanting somebody who wants to travel too. It's small things.
Trotting.
And those small things usually is what it is.
I'm sorry, I heard gloat.
She was gonna say globe trotting. That's what she was gonna say.
I thought I heard I like to gloat. That's why I like to travel.
Please, man.
I mean, you could travel to Florida. That's a vacation.
Too. All this international nonsense, that's not for everybody. Everybody don't even like to fly. So all of that, miss me with all that, man. This is fake. This is contrived. This is for the gram. I'm sure her gram is probably popping, and this is all for other people's measure. You can go by yourself then. If you got a man and all that, and he don't want to go to wherever you going, go by yourself. If you not looking for nothing serious, what the hell are you doing on the show? Kendra tell you the same friends, making friends live. Go shake that fake ass and go find you some baller or something. What are you doing here then? Her dating is weird. This is complex for no reason. She just introduced all of this. He put your hands on you and kids, and she didn't say nothing about none of that. Now, when you go deeper and you question her logic, now you making up other shit that didn't have nothing to do with what you said. What you said was he don't travel, money, and this and this and that. You didn't say nothing about any of that other stuff. You didn't even really. You said a line, but it was what you saying is a line, financially and things like that. This whole thing is just trash, man. This is trash. This woman is not this. I'm not gonna just put it on her, but these types, just leave these types alone, B. Fellas, just let them go, man. Let them go fly. Let them fly with each other and do all that. Don't feed into this nonsense. Right.
They can't afford to travel by themselves or with their homegirls. Go watch some of those girl trip vlogs. Pick any city that you want. Type in girls trip vlogs, Chicago, Miami, Las Vegas, and you'll see how they travel with each other. They be up in there. It'd be 2 beds in the hotel room, and they have 5 of them in there.
9 people in a goddamn 1-room hotel, sleeping on the floor, picking off ramen noodle plates, and Chipotle, and all that.
They don't even know what to eat. You in a city that got plenty of food, and you trying Chipotle. Chipotle is fine when you at home.
Local,
try the local food.
We have
all they want to do is club and shop, and things like that. They don't be seeing the city, but this is how they travel. So when y'all get a chance and y'all spare time, go look that up and you see what I'm talking about.
And there's one more thing that bothers me about these types. They say they got all this money, they balling and they traveling and all that. And out of her own mouth, she said everybody ain't meant to have money. So then what's all the requirements for? You got money. Why don't you just go get with somebody who chilling or doing something decent? Or even his ambition is, you said ambition, leading him somewhere, but he ain't get there yet. So why don't you deal with him? You want him to be ambitious, but not you gonna build him up. It's like you got all these it's like you talking in 2 different directions. And it's not adding up to me. If you could come out your mouth and say, well, everybody ain't meant to have money, then you should understand, well, I don't have to deal with somebody who's got more money than me if you got money already. y'all balling, y'all got cars, Bentleys, jobs, careers, flying and doing all this, then why do you need that from somebody else? Like this is backwards. See, this is where y'all go left. Like y'all want these men, y'all want to accomplish things like men. And then when men come into the picture, you know what I mean? It's like you've priced yourself out. Like so you already got it. So why he gotta have it if you already got it? It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Anyway, let's continue.
Now, okay, hold on. Let me jump in. These are not small things. I think this is where it's not a small thing, honey. And also, I'm not God. I'm gonna start off before I start. Let me say I'm not God.
You don't have to say that.
I can never say absolute anything. But you do have to understand the man that you're describing is a 1% man that can make the salary requirement, could afford to travel around this world, could give you great sex. I think you had a kid requirement.
No more than 2 children.
Okay, you did now. You don't have an attraction requirement. So that's a grace area. So he can have the income and not the money, but he still gotta have good sex. So I'm gonna assume that whatever. We'll leave it there.
I can settle on that too. I'm be honest. In today's generation, I can settle with that.
On the sex.
I can settle with that too.
So what generation of sex are you from?
So really for you,
28 years old.
Now let's just go to the commitment. So you just want this man that makes this requirement to be exclusively committed to you as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And someone thoughtful, someone caring.
Okay. And although you've dated these men, you just never been in a committed relationship with one.
Correct.
So just hypothetical. Let's just say your experience will always just be dating. Like you get these men who meet your wonderful requirements that you can date for a period of time. And then after a while, you learn for whatever reason, it's not going to grow to the committed relationship. And then you go on to the next man that meets all those requirements. Are you fine with that? Or does having a husband and having a family, is that important to you?
Having a family is important to me.
No, it's not.
Ideally,
Cap.
That's why I'm pretty focused. I don't really waste my time on people that I feel like it won't be long term. I'm quick to cut somebody off because I don't want to waste your time and I don't want to waste my time. So I know what I want. So I won't even let it get to the first date if we're not on the same page. I don't need to waste your money, waste your time. So
right.
That's how I look at it.
I think women because you say you date these men, so I'm gonna put you in this category. Women who get to date men who make high salaries, it's like a gift and a curse. Because, like, I'll give an example. I met this young lady. I mean, gorgeous. She was freaking gorgeous. And when I was in Atlanta at iFest, there was a private dinner, and she was talking to me. She's like, "I want to be in a relationship." She was 26. I mean, she was drop dead gorgeous. And she was saying she was currently dating a guy in France. And he flies her to France once a month. And I'm like, girlfriend, it is going to be so hard for a regular guy to date you because you're used to people flying you to France once a month. That's going to be crazy for a guy to say, I'm going to take you out to dinner. You're like, where? And
I will say, I don't compare men to other men, just the same way I don't want to be compared to other women. I think it's unfair and nobody can ever close that gap.
Do you compare? Right. But I'm talking about experience, not necessarily the men. So can you still be wowed by the experience?
Nope.
Because if you have this major experience from this man, it might not be the man, but if this man was able to give you a certain amount of experience, now it was dating, wasn't necessarily a relationship. Would it be settling for you for a man that can offer you the relationship, but maybe financially can't do the things that the guy that had the money could? Would that be settling to you?
No. I kind of, I come from humble beginnings. So if I met a man who was clear at 200,000, no extra, he can't go internationally as much as I do, then I will compromise. I think that's my biggest, positive, that I'm willing to compromise. If I need to move, if we can't go on a date this week because he needs to save or he needs to work, I'm willing to adjust. I feel like in today's dating world, when there are beautiful women everywhere, I don't compare myself to other people because you can't. Just like there are many attractive women, a lot of women built like me. So I try to just adjust and go with the flow. I just need a man that's willing to communicate and let me know when I need to make adjustments.
Okay, fair enough.
We heard enough from Miss Alexis.
I'm tapping out. There's nothing else
I'm
here. There's
tapping
nothing
out.
here, and there's nothing else here. So we can wrap this up with a nice tight bow. The highfalutin,
Alexis.
confused. She's confused. Okay?
Very.
Like, this is just this
She
gives me a
definitely
headache.
prefers.
Gives me a headache.
So she came on here looking for a relationship. All these requirements for a man that has to have to be in a relationship with her, but she hasn't been in a real relationship. She doesn't know how to be in a relationship, but it comes on here with delusions of grandeur. This is what I need to make me happy. You don't know.
You don't know.
You haven't been in a real relationship, not an adult relationship.
She says as well. She says, I don't even waste your time. If we're not compatible, we're not going on the first date. So you just said you've been compatible with these men, and if you got this stringent screening process, then that means you dating him, you compatible. So why didn't you go to the next step?
Because they don't. I mean, they probably don't want to be with her like that.
That's it. Yeah, so, that's the truth. Truth of the matter is her, but she can't fathom that. Like I'm a baddie, so it's not me, it's everybody else. No, they got what they wanted, and there's nothing else there. There's nothing else there but a bill. This is like a cost. All right, I got the pud. I'm done. I hit it. It wasn't even whatever, even if it was spectacular. Now there's going to be a cost attached to that. Like nobody wants to pay the cost. Like y'all, you just highfalutin for no reason. Come on, sis. Come out your act.
And to sit up here and say that I came from humble beginnings.
This whole said humble.
And then talking about this highfalutin lifestyle. I don't understand that. I came from humble beginnings. But do I want a highfalutin lifestyle? Now, I'm not every person. Like that don't mean I don't like money. But to sit here and down somebody because they don't make a lot of money or to tell a doctor that he ain't ambitious enough for you, this is absolutely ridiculous.
That's wild.
Like you completely forgot where you came from. That's one of those things. So what your daddy make? What type of house you grew up in? What type of car y'all drove? Did she get to travel? Probably ain't never been nowhere until she got some money.
Right.
That's fine. That's fine. Now you can travel, you can go do these things, but never forget where you came from.
True.
I ain't saying you got to stay there. You don't have to stay in the humble beginnings, but you cannot forget where you came from.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's how you get back there to bring you back.
So she ain't forgot where she came from. So
word. This is crazy.
Just spending money.
Ridiculous.
Want you to spend money. Want you to have a whole bunch of money so she can spend.
Right. Yeah, I gotta stop that.
Let me say this one last thing. She said that she lives off of all of her expenses are 10% of her income. So what you doing with the rest of the money?
Busting tables. Get out of here, man. Something ain't adding up here as well.
I wouldn't be working on 3 jobs if I'm got this surplus of money left over. I'm good. Because she has this false oh well, if you don't live, if your expenses is more than a certain amount, then you're broke. Ma'am, I don't know who lives on 10% of their income. I don't know who does that.
That's kind of hard.
That's very hard. And 70 is, I think, is extremely good to me. If your expenses is 70.
Yeah.
So to me, that's good. Now to other people, it might be something different. But she's trying to down that. Like 70 was something so bad. Some people are living paycheck to paycheck. They are living on 100.
Just
like
be what it is. That just is what it is, man. That's money. Like we talking about lifestyle people, money. Like money comes, goes, it goes up. You make a lot here, you make some here. Like that's crazy.
Right. And then the 3 jobs things. She said that she could never be comfortable in one spot, and that's why she thought that the doctor was ambitious. Now, I think I said this the other night offline. The reason why they want you to be so ambitious is because they do all of these jobs themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And feel like a man, because they're trying to be men. Well, if I can do 3 jobs, then you should be able to do 6 because
Mm-hmm.
you're a man.
Mm-hmm.
One job isn't enough for you.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
You got to do more jobs. What you mean you got free time? You should be doing another job.
There's no rest.
There's
Rest
no
for
rest.
what?
This is why they have a problem with men having hobbies and activities that you do. Because why are you resting? You could be working another job. I work 3 jobs.
It's true.
I don't have no free time. What
So
you mean
true.
you need free time?
So true.
So we can't listen to women like this. Like,
pay
sit your behind down somewhere on that fake BBL.
Yeah, go somewhere, man. Don't, fellas, stop. We need to stop chasing and supporting and being involved in this activity. Like, let them birds go. Let them go fly on their own and do all that shit by themselves. Don't fund this. Don't give into it. Don't never let a buzzard busting the table tell you as a doctor you're not ambitious enough. That's just preposterous. And out in the cloud analyst, she probably ain't even in all of that. Like, I don't know, man. This one here, something's missing in this story. Something's not adding up. It's not coming out in the wash. I can see it as recognizable, but we'll leave it there. We'll let the internet do what the internet do. So you guys heard what we think. More importantly, we want to know what you guys think. So get down there in the comment section. Let us know if you agree, disagree. We were on base, off base. You know, we are 360-degree thinkers on this platform. Free thought, always promoted. Number 1 here. Leave a like on your way out. Sub up if you so choose to. Don't forget to hit the notification bell as well. And we'll be back real soon with some more of this dating show foolishness. We thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Be safe.